It's the end of the second week since I called the general election, and I've been able to proudly open the third new school this week. Now, think about the last general election campaign and the past 4 years. Our opposition have said that we wouldn't build these schools in time, that we shouldn't build these schools in time, that we couldn't pay for these schools. Well, we have built them, we have paid for them. This magnificent school behind you, probably one of the best schools in Europe. Some of the people who've come to see it have said that international designers should look at these schools, see what schools should look like elsewhere. This school has cost £1,000 per square metre. The airport, 8 years ago, cost £3,000 per square metre. I think this is A, much better value for money. Of course, we needed a new airport, but perhaps not at 3 times the cost of our new schools. And B, much more needed by our community and by our society. So I'm very proud to be standing in front of you, showing you what we have delivered in the past 4 years. Because when you look at our manifesto, which I'm finishing now, we spent the whole of the past 4 years preparing it and costing it, getting ready for now. When you look at our next manifesto and you see what we are promising to do, you can look back at our earlier manifestos and you can see that we don't just deliver what we say that we're going to deliver, unless it becomes impossible to do so. We've actually delivered even better than we promised that we would. So I'm very pleased for you to be seeing us open these new schools. I'm very pleased to be in the middle of this general election campaign, able to demonstrate what we've done. But I want to pause for a moment and just reflect on one thing. Because going into politics is difficult, whichever party you're with, and I want to welcome everyone to this political debate. Let's keep it political, let's not make it personal. When you see things like this being delivered, I went into politics to do things. Politics is the only job that enables you to make changes like this. It is really the most worthwhile endeavour. Forget about the arguments. Look at what's been happening in Westminster, in the House of Commons in the past 7 days. It really has not been edifying at all. But look at what we've built here and at St. Anne's and at Notre Dame. Look at the homes that we've built, Mont Scalbe Mews behind us and elsewhere. You can only do this if you go into politics. You put up with all the names that people will call you and you deliver for your community. Thank you for the privilege of enabling me to do that for the past 8 years as your Chief Minister. And please look carefully at what we're going to propose for the next 4 years in our next manifesto, which will be published next week in our general meeting, public meeting on the 1st on Tuesday at 8 p.m. at the Macintosh Hall. It's been a brilliant 2 weeks of campaigning. The best is still to come. The street campaign is about to start. Our manifesto will be published next week. And thank you for listening to all of the debates and all of the arguments in this general election campaign 2019.